Hi, everyone. It's Bobby Laporte back again with another week of Calling the Game, where I share my own experience and insights while giving you valuable tools you can use to call your own game and plan the best moves for you and your team. So recently in this space, I've been sharing how decision making is very different now and the implications for today's leaders. So just to recap, we all know timelines have forever changed. And leaders must now face the reality of making split-second decisions when there is no clear path forward. And with the pace at which things are changing in our world, we need to recognize that the cost of delay is much greater now than it was before. And along with this new approach to decision-making comes a new definition of risk. The higher we move in an organization and the more responsibility we take on, the more we're asked to deal with ambiguity and risk. But in today's environment, that can be a really scary place for many leaders. So, why is this? Well, I believe it's because many leaders built their management intuition during times that were, relatively stable, change was predictable. We valued certainty that came from riding out the trends. And it also often meant that we followed an extended process of evaluating all the available options, partly to assure ourselves that we were on the right track, but also to reduce the risk of making the wrong move. Because our decisions have consequences for us and for our organization. But the answers, if there are any, are not as clear and straightforward as they were earlier in our careers. Because we're now living in a world where no one knows how to plan for tomorrow. And that demands that we take more action and have less deliberation. So we can no longer make minimizing risk the primary focus of our decision making. Evaluating risk must now take a back seat to taking in-the-moment action that's based on confidence, on the knowledge that increased risk-taking and making mistakes are more acceptable now. Every organization is different in how they support risk-taking and the potential for making mistakes. But shifting the culture and making this a more accepted practice is rapidly becoming the norm for leaders. So I have a question again for you. Consider a decision you made recently. Did you stall in moving forward? Did your level of confidence increase as you deferred your decision? Or could you have quickly committed to a path forward, knowing that you could reverse course if the situation called for it? Because that's what's called no regret decision making. Because every decision is a good one until it's not. All right, everyone, that's it for this week's Calling the Game. I hope this helps you gear up for a great week and navigate any curveballs that may come your way.